Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn and Steffy break up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers prognosticate a not-so-happy ending for Dr. John Finnegan and Steffy Forrester this time. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers 2024 Finn and Steffy break up. A lot of the Bold and the Beautiful suckers have refocused out that Finn and Steffy have been together since 2020 and married since 2021. And because they've been together for so long, observers suppose that it's time for them to break up. Because that's what generally happens in the world of cleaner operas, right? Well, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers prognosticate that once they break up, suckers won't be seeing Finn crying over Steffy. In fact, he might indeed start going on dates, which will surely make him jealous. It goes without saying that numerous The Bold and the Beautiful critics sure do have a lot to say about the matter. Some have indeed reflected with, "Watch out if that happens, because I am realizing cleaner suckers in 2023 suppose any bifurcation is endless when bifurcations are necessary and part of the life cycle of any super couple, along with, yeah, staying together for times is rare." There's couples like Schick on YNR and Tom and Margot that had extended runs, but they cheated, so it wasn't just leverages and kisses. Another B&B addict wrote, "I've been awaiting a Shin breakup to come up soon, but after they've crushed to ONS/WTD and Sheila, I didn't anticipate for them to potentially end over her family of all effects I allowed. The kisses Steffy has been hiding from Finn would have done it and be the most natural route." The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers 2024 What's next for Finn and Steffy? And if Steffy and Finn do reunite, he'll presumably propose to her by the end of 2024 and they'll have a position marriage. At least, that's what our vaticination is. Of course, the Bold and the Beautiful suckers will have to tune in to find out what will be next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your original rosters for times. Tell us, what do you suppose of this story? In Eric's office, Hope tried to assure Ridge that no Bone had anything to worry about with her and Thomas. Still, Ridge asserted that he did worry, and he wanted to ask her a simple question: "Do you see a future with my son?" Hope muttered that it was like father, like son, and she would fallen into the hot seat with Ridge. Ridge said it was a simple question. He asked if she was serious about his son. "Because he is serious about you. And the last time he was serious about you, it caused a lot of problems for my family and yours," Ridge concluded, abhorring for history to repeat itself. Hope claimed that everything was fine, and she did not know why people did not believe her. Ridge asked what would be formerly she was done living in the moment. She wondered why it was not enough that she and Thomas loved being together. Ridge picked that she was saying it wouldn't last. She said she had not said that. Ridge also picked that she allowed it would. Hope replied that she could not give a guarantee. She'd allowed she would be with Liam, and it had not turned out that way. She had no Demitasse ball and could not say what the future held. Ridge conveyed that Thomas knew what he allowed the future would be, and Ridge asked if being with her was a possibility for Thomas. She claimed to get that Ridge was a concerned parent, but she said it was between her and Thomas only. In the design office, Thomas explained to Finn that Steffy was forcing an issue and demanded to back off. Thomas advised Steffy to keep her opinions to herself. "Or what are you gonna do?" Finn asked. Thomas said it did not involve Finn, but Finn said it did when Thomas spoke to Finn's woman that way. Finn entered a communication about a new case, and Finn asked Steffy was okay. Steffy said she could handle effects, and Finn took off. Latterly, Steffy ended a call with a silk supplier who'd asked an update about Eric. Steffy told her family that Eric's recovery was being celebrated around the world. Thomas advised Steffy to take her concern for him and concentrated on Eric, and he added that Finn should do the same. Thomas reasoned that as an only child, Finn did not understand stock energy. Steffy said Finn was guarding her the way she was guarding Thomas. Thomas wanted her to support his happiness. He wondered why they had to concentrate on the history. He wanted to move beyond the guilt and remorse from the history. Steffy replied that she did not want Thomas to peril the changes he would made, and the way he spoke of Hope made Steffy worry. Thomas stated that effects were going well for the family and the company, and he was in love. He said she did not have to support his relationship, but he asked her not to undermine it. Latterly, Steffy had gone and Hope and Thomas were alone, talking about the pressure over their relationship. She revealed that she would talk to Ridge about it, hoping Ridge would get Steffy to get off their case. Hope said his family's concern was from a good place because they loved him and upset. Thomas and Hope joked about how confusing their relationship was to others. Thomas said that the others should see that Hope's love, commitment, and support had helped him become a better man. He was a better developer and father. He thanked Hope for making him happier than he would ever been. He uttered that no one would take it from them. Hope did not suppose anyone was trying to do that, but she did not want to beget pressure during Eric's recovery. She wanted them to be thankful. Thomas said he was thankful to be with her, holding her, and kissing her. The two kissed. He loved how close they were. He said he could look at her and know what she was allowing without her saying it. Thomas stated that Hope had been by his side during good times and hard times, and she would put her faith in him. He asserted that he was a one-woman man, and she was that woman. Hope beamed, and he said Douglas felt the same way and loved them together, always and ever. Thomas got down on one knee, pulled a ring box from his fund, opened it, and revealed an engagement ring. He asked Hope to marry him. In Eric's office, Ridge told Steffy that Hope had been there and had instation about Thomas and Hope's relationship. Noting that Hope had dragged Ridge into it, Steffy said her station was not the problem and Hope was being cavalier with Thomas's passions. Steffy added that Ridge knew Hope did not want a future with Thomas. Ridge replied that he would ask Hope, and she said it was none of his business. Steffy suspected that it could end poorly for Thomas. Steffy believed that Thomas had come too far to slip up, and she did not want him tempting fate by getting mixed up with Hope. He put that dark chapter behind him, Steffy added. In Finn's office, Finn's new case, Xander Avant, arrived. Finn set Xander up as a new case. Finn wanted to get Xander's records from London, but Xander said they could get them from his last croaker in Los Angeles. Finn asked what had taken Xander out of the country. Xander flashed back to Ridge firing Xander and Zoe for their part in the Baby Beth secret. He said he would gotten to the end of the road and had demanded time to regroup. Xander noticed Finn's marriage print on his office and asked if he was married to Steffy Forrester. Finn asked if Xander knew Steffy, and Xander revealed that he would locked at Forrester. Finn assumed Xander had worked with all the Forresters. Indeed, Thomas, Xander muttered. By the way Xander had said it, Finn wondered if Xander had a history with Thomas. Xander was surprised that Finn had not heard anything. Xander flashed back to Thomas obliging Xander to keep quiet. Zoe had been blubbing, and Xander had raged that Emma was dead because of Thomas and the evil secret. Thomas had called Emma reckless. Xander had asked what kind of marriage Thomas would have with Hope, grounded on a taradiddle. Xander had asked Zoe how they could have a life with all that hanging over their heads. Suddenly, Xander decided he demanded another croaker. Finn stopped Xander from going and asked him what was going on regarding Thomas. Xander replied that Thomas was not who Finn allowed Thomas was. Xander was not sure what to call someone who was without guilt or a heart. Xander revealed that Thomas had done commodity evil to an innocent, youthful girl. Flashbacks of Emma's love with Xander played on the screen along with clips of Emma's auto crash. Xander flashed back to telling Zoe that it had not been an accident. He quietly flashed back Thomas trying to advise him, and he'd asked if Thomas would kill him and Zoe like Thomas had killed Emma. Xander asked if Finn had ever heard of Emma Barber. Finn had not, but wondered if commodity had happened to her. Xander said they'd locked together, working on HFTF. Finn asked if Emma had left because Thomas had made effects delicate. Much worse than delicate. I am talking about murder, Xander replied.